making a bet as to who could last the longest without choking, and I think Dad was like 10 seconds and Stuart was 30 seconds.
And Alice, Barbara was 15
so
seconds.
I'll be like 5 or something. But
and one mention of one Lindsay so far, so let's see.
Yeah. So you know that Rodgers and Hart song, I Could Write a Book? Well, I could write a book about the million ways you've helped shape me. And I'm just adding, including physically, from starting with those blinces earlier. But for 42 years, our lives have been intertwined. You've been a part of all the important moments in my life. I think it's fair to say that much of who I am is a product of having you and Pop being such an important part of my life while growing up.
The love I have.
It's okay.
Okay.
I need my phone to ring for like a pop. The love I have for you is so pure and limitless, and I'm pretty sure that my ability to love someone in that way is thanks to you, and the way that you've loved me since I was born. Even though it's probably been 25 years since I spent a summer at your house, my most vivid and happy memories are from those times. Like pink lemonade in the yellow plastic pitcher on the avocado green outside table with a bowl of chips and spinach dip. Like being outside all day at the pool and summoning my slave for a snack or a dry towel. Like sitting at the kitchen table waiting for the next blintz to come off the pan and onto my plate. Okay, lots of food-related references, I know, but we all expected that. I was thinking about how patient you always were at Elliott Bay Bookstore as I spent hours browsing in the stacks. And I'm really curious what you were doing all that time when I was there. We never talked about that. Our trips to Olympic Peninsula and Victoria and Mount Rainier and Europe and Marrakesh. My graduations in Beverly Hills and Washington, D.C. and New York with your special VIP seating. And lying out in the backyard on those same avocado deck chairs with the orange mats on a warm summer night watching the shooting stars. I'm sure we had snacks, but I can't remember what we had. I don't know if you remember, but I once told you that it was hard for me to think about you as a separate person with your own hopes and fears and ambitions. And here you are, turning 90, and I still feel like that. You've been and always will be Graham. Something tells me, though, that being Graham to all your grandchildren and great-grandchildren is a big part of how you see yourself. Hopefully being our Graham has given you as much joy and happiness as you've given us for so many years. Love you.
I just needed to add to that little thing that you're the first one that I met when I was dating Jeff. And if I didn't met you first, I think I would not be married to him.
So thank you, too.